Alright, we got example 3. What we need to do is figure out what the heck this thing is, what kind of conic it is, and then we're going to change this into standard form. If we take a look at the left side of the equation, I notice I have an x squared and a y squared, so this is definitely not a parabola. It's going to be either an ellipse, a circle, or a hyperbola. And I'm also noticing, if I look at the coefficients of the terms that are being squared, we have a positive 9 here and a negative 4. Whenever those signs are different like that, this is definitely going to be a hyperbola. So we'll just write that down right now. Process is similar to the first example where we took a look at an ellipse and we worked with that equation. So in keeping with that theme, we will move everything over to the left except for the constant. We'll move that off to the right. And then we're going to group the x's together, or the terms with x in it together, and then the terms with y in it together. So we'll start this one off with a 9x squared. We'll subtract 54x from each side. Then I've got a negative 4y squared. And then I've got a negative 40y. If I subtract 40y from each side, those guys are gone. And then I'm going to add 55 so I can get 55 on the right. Again, to complete the square here, we need to factor out the coefficient of the x squared term, and also we'll do the y squared one next. And then this is going to be, let's see, we've got a 6x there. 9 times negative 6 would be negative 54. And we'll leave a little space for the complete the square part. And then we've got a negative 4 here, y squared. Caution with this one, when we factor a negative out, it's going to change that sign right here. So that's going to be a positive 10y. Negative times a positive is a negative. We'll leave a little bit of space, and then we've got equal to 55. Completing the square with the x variable, you just take half of negative 6, which is negative 3, square it, positive 9, always add that. Right away we're going to take 9 times 9, we're going to add that to the right hand side. Then we've got a negative 4. Got to complete the square first. Getting a little ahead of myself here. So half of 10 would be 5, 5 squared would be 25. And this is negative 4 times 25, which is negative 100. So keep in mind there, if you have a negative value times a positive, and this number will always be positive when you complete the square, you're taking away that from the left side, so we've got to take away that same amount from the right side. Now we'll do a little bit of factoring. So we've got x minus 3 quantity squared here, half of b. And the negative 4 is going to stay. Y plus 5 is going to appear here. That's just half of 10. Sign stays the same. And that's going to be equal to, let's see here, we've got 55 and 81, so that's 136 minus 100 is 36. Now to get this into standard form, whatever number's over here, that's the one you're going to divide every single term by, because we need a 1 on the right hand side. So we've got division by 36, division by 36, 9 over 36 would be 1 over 4, so we'll see a 4 here in the denominator. Minus sign stays, 4 over 36, 1 over 9. So we've got y plus 5 squared all over 9, and that of course is equal to 36 over 36, which is 1. So now we've taken this wonderful equation up here on the top, reorganized it a little bit, used some algebra tools, and we now have this thing in standard form.